What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. For all of y'all that are new, I am Regio. Well, this is El Regio Latino channel. Mexican in the Philippines. Make sure when you come in, hop the like button, guys. That means give it a like. Alright, so let's get to it, guys. Today we got a cool topic, and it's gonna help a lot of people that want to come and travel to the Philippines. All right, so let's get right to it. All right, if you want to support the channel, the links are in the bio, guys. Definitely helps to keep bringing videos like this. All right, so what are we talking today, guys? Do you have a record do you have a record? Are you thinking about maybe, trying to come to the Philippines and retire or anything like that, or just visit? Can you come? You gotta do that research first, because if you come out here, you're just gonna spend your money on your flight, and if they don't let you in, then they don't let you in. So let me get a little drink real quick. All right, let's get to it. So, to answer your questions, yes, you can, but it depends on the nature of the conviction, okay? So let's give a quick overview of the immigration laws, all right? It says the primary statute governing the entry of foreign nationals into the Philippines is the Philippine Immigration Act of 1940, along with the subsequent amendments. This law, in conjunction with Executive Order number 408, 1960, grants the Philippine government authority to control who you may enter the country and under what condition, okay? So basically, the grounds for inclusions of foreign nationals under the Philippine law, all right, under Section 29, it's individuals convicted of crimes involving moral turpitude, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Those who have committed acts that are however you say that, to public policy or security, prejudicial. Persons who are undesirable aliens, and then those suffering from like contagious diseases, mental disorders, or other health conditions that pose a public risk. So to get right to everything, the crimes, if you have a crime and it's involving moral turpitude, all right. Moral turpitude is a critical concept in determining whether a felony conviction can bar entry into the Philippines. All right. Philippine law does not explicitly define which crimes, all right, fall under the category of moral turpitude, but jurisprudence and legal doctrine offers some guidance. So, it generally refers to a conduct that is inherently immoral or contrary to social norms of justice, honesty, good morals, and these are the example of the crimes that are considered to involve moral turpitude. All right, fraud, embezzlement, rape, child molestation, drug trafficking, assault with intent to commit serious bodily harm. So if you have any assaults, family, whatever, now once you come, they will, examine your case, the immigration officers, and they will decide, now single minor offenses, they don't necessarily result in an individual being labeled undesirable or repeat offenses or particular egregious felonies can increase the likelihood of exclusion. All right. So now, entry procedures for U.S. citizens with felony convictions. Now, when you're from U.S., you're a USA citizen and you have a conviction. The process is going to be 2 steps. The visa application, if required. U.S. citizens generally do not need a visa to enter the Philippines for stays up to 30 days for tourism purposes. So you can come to the Philippines and basically, be out there for 30 days. But after that, you need to get a visa. However, for longer stays or for other purposes such as employment, education, or business, a visa is required. When applying a visa, the applicant must disclose any criminal convictions if asked. Depending on the nature of the felony, the visa application may be denied. So what I was talking about earlier, depending on that, then yeah, your visa can be denied. Now, the immigration screening upon arrival. Even if a U.S. citizen is not required to obtain a visa, they're still subject to immigration screening upon, your arrival. At this stage, immigration officers may inquire into the traveler's criminal history, all right? So they can't check your criminal history, especially if they have a reason to suspect that the individual may pose a threat to public safety or order. If the immigration officer determines that the individual felony conviction falls under one of the grounds for exclusion, crimes involving moral turpitude or being an undesirable alien, they might deny entry. All right. The immigration authorities at the port of entry have broad discretion, and their decisions are not always subject to immediate appeal or review. In practice, this means that a U.S. citizen with a felony conviction could be turned away upon arrival, even if they were not required to disclose their criminal history before traveling. All right. Now, you can also appeal it. There's certain ways to do that. Now, there are limited remedies available. All right. The immediate decision of an immigration officer at the port of entry is generally final, but in some cases it may be possible to seek reconsideration through the Bureau of Immigration or appeal the decision to higher authorities within the Philippine government. The success of such appeals depends largely on specific circumstances in the case and the nature of the felonies. It also says that the President of the Philippines has authority to issue an executive clemency or pardon to allow individuals otherwise barred from entry to enter the country under exceptional circumstances. But that's rare. Now, there's a possible exceptions and special considerations. In some situations for the USA citizens with felonies convictions, all right, that may be allowed to enter despite the criminal history. All right, so let's take a look. Time since the conviction. If the felony conviction occurred many years ago and the individual has demonstrated rehabilitation and a clean record since then, immigration authorities may be lenient. The longer it seems elapsed since the offense, the less likely it is to result in a denial of entry. So I would imagine like an example, if you had a felony 10, 20 years ago, it happened when you were young and now you're a middle-aged man, 40s, whatever, then, it could, like it says right here, depending on whatever you did too. All right. So that'll be a good thing if you've been staying out of trouble for a long time. The next one says nature of the felony. Minor felonies or non-violent offenses may be viewed more favorably than serious violent crimes. Immigration authorities may also consider whether the crime was committed as a one-time event or part of a pattern of criminal behavior. And the last one is the purpose of travel. Individuals traveling to the Philippines or humanitarian purposes, diplomatic missions, or family reunification may receive a special consideration, especially if the felony conviction is unrelated to the purpose of their visit. Alright guys, so this content is not legal advice and it may involve an AI census, alright? And information here might be inaccurate. So, if you have any concern about your ability to enter the Philippines, you should consult with an experienced immigration attorney to enter and to understand better the specific situation, and they can explore the possible legal options for you, mitigating the risk of denial at the border. All right, so just trying to help you out, give you a little knowledge. That's it, guys. Y'all already know. Pack the like button. Let me know in the comments if maybe this is you or you got some type of questions. I'll try to look for something, alright? If you want to support the channel, links in the bio. Mexican in the Philippines. El Regio y la China, guys. Tara, vámonos.